It is my personal opinion that women in general are very caring people. We love to nurture and look after and care for people, and probably most of our lives have done that for others. And there is one person that we always tend to forget. And that is ourselves. We forget to take care of ourselves. And especially during challenging times when there's a lot of external stress and internal pressure to actually take care and find ways to minimize the stress and be healthy. So I want to talk to you about ways to figure out what is your one self-care thing that you need to be doing every single day. My name is Margaret Manning. I'm with 60andMe, and I want to welcome you here today. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We're on this journey together, and I'm really happy to be sharing this with you. Now, our show today is brought to you by See Me Beauty. See Me Beauty products are for women who want hydrated, healthy, and vibrant skin. They don't want any more promises that are unrealistic and untrue about what skincare products can do. See Me Beauty is designed by older women, and they understand the aging process of the skin and have made these products very natural products that are free of all parabens and sulfates and fragrances, and just contain natural products that map to the aging changes, the changes that go on as your skin ages. So check out seemebeauty.com. Now, in terms of self-care, skincare is absolutely one of those things. For some people, taking care of your body, nourishing your skin with good products, and and maybe even using makeup and skincare serums and therapies. But the most important thing is to know yourself, because that's not for everybody. Now, yes, of course, everybody wants to look and feel good, but there's some little techniques that a lot of people use for their own personal self-care regime. Now, Angela Horn is one of our bloggers, and she wrote this article on her own story, really, about self-care. And I think it's a really good analysis and process for determining what is the one thing, putting aside all the options that you've got right now, what is the one thing that would display to yourself and communicate to your brain that you're taking care of yourself? Now, we know that right now, a lot of us are still at home in some sort of lockdown mode, or protecting ourselves from the world. And even since in some cases the dangers are beginning to pass, we actually feel still a need to stay inside. We're connecting to family through Skype and FaceTime and other tools, but we still are feeling this need to be a little bit at home and safe. And taking care of yourself is important as important as reaching out to others to make sure that they're okay. I know I've been doing that repeatedly, almost every day, talking to my sons and grandchildren, because I just feel they need support. But now I'm beginning to see how I also need it. And so, it's maybe detach from your social media feeds for a little bit every day and do something that's right for you. So what is it for you that works? Now, for some people, it's exercise, and I wish it was that for me. But I'm just kidding. But it means exercise is clearly one way that you can switch off the mental stress and turn it into a physical response. And it's so good for your body to do exercise religiously, if you can, every day. But I think prioritizing exercise involves discipline. Absolutely. You can have all the equipment around you in your home that you want, but unless you get on the yoga mat, get on the elliptical or running machine, if you have that with you, you're not going to have that effect. And by the way, there are a lot of online programs, walking a mile, by just doing exercise with someone online. And of course, there's lots of new people that are coming on board to specifically deal with the stresses of home confinement and worry that we're dealing with. So there's lots of exercise online too. You don't need the equipment. We have a yoga DVD series at 60andMe that is becoming very popular for people because it's designed for older bodies. It's actually yoga for seniors. There's chair yoga flows, and yoga just for aging bodies. And it's really, really led by a beautiful teacher who's got this ability to offer an exercise in many different ways. If you can't do it this way, try this. So that's one option you've got. Yoga is a great exercise. And also Pilates, you've got many, many different choices to have. But exercise, if you can do it, is definitely a way to show your body that you care. Now, another is, of course, meditation. This is something that I've been doing for years. I think I've spoken about this quite a bit, because for me to take 20 minutes in the morning and in the evening to just sit and breathe and do my practice is really helped a lot to reduce the kind of the panic feeling that you have sometimes, to bring your breathing down, to do some, some reflection that takes those demons that kind of approach us during these times and giving them a safe place to go. And so meditation for me has turned out to be it really is my self-care practice. Another thing you might consider would be the food that you eat. And a lot of people are getting into the kitchen right now and learning how to cook, learning how to prepare healthy food with what they've got. And, so moving from processed foods that you might have been tempted to purchase before to now things that you make from scratch. And so I think that's really, really important. And, eating good, healthy foods, smoothies, drinks in the morning like lemon and water, just simple things like that can really help to build your immunity and also make you feel good. And I think that is actually the secret that Angela gets to in this article, is that we control it. It's human nature to kind of, want to help others. I think, as I mentioned at the beginning, that, maybe it's frowned upon to sort of be selfish and, take care of yourself first. But I think that it's really a kind of a responsibility that you have to yourself to not only look after the rest of the world and your family, friends, and whoever, but to also look after yourself. So what is that one thing? What is the one thing in your life that helps you feel spot on? That when you wake up, you know that that's going to be a good day. That you're going to, if you do that one thing or say that one thing or eat that one thing, that's going to make you feel great. And once you've got that, connection and you know what it is, then do it. Just do it every single day. Make time for it. Don't get up in the morning and say, oh, I won't do that today because I've got to do this. Just know know in your heart that if you do that one thing, it's going to affect everything else that you do. And another, of course, the other side of that is, what is the one thing that you do that has a different effect, the not so happy and positive effect? Maybe drinking a little bit too much wine. I don't know. Maybe it's something like just not exercising, not doing that one thing that you really love. Maybe it's binge watching Netflix or Prime or whatever, Hulu, and then suddenly realizing that it's midnight and you haven't got enough sleep. Sleep is obviously, getting enough sleep might be for you, your self-care thing. That might be the one thing you have to do, is get a good 8 hours sleep. Some people can do 6, 7, but maybe that's the one thing that if you don't do it right, you will find that you're having not such a straightforward, focused and happy time. You just are not able to deal with those bumps when you turn on the news and you see something that's like, oh my goodness, and you just haven't got the inner resource to kind of move through that. And it's so simple to do those things. And the tough part about it is, this whole thing is, you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest with yourself. Now, I said earlier about exercise. I love to walk. And so recently, because I've been now able to go out, I walk every single day. So walking and meditation for me are perhaps my two things. And yoga too. I do my yoga. And I found that just that combination of gentle exercise, stretching, walking, and sleep has helped me a lot. So what do? If you've made that decision that you know what it is you need to do, maybe it's you need to get a massage. You need to massage yourself if you have to, that you have to touch, because we're not hugging enough anymore, in my opinion. And maybe that's the way that you're going to find your calm place, your moment of bliss. We have this deck of cards, 60 and Me's, called Aging Beautifully. I don't know whether you've seen this before, but we've really, I think it's helped so many women just to go over the things in their mind that are bothering them or they're thinking about. And this one I love, this particular card. It's love yourself, love your body. And I think that's what this whole conversation is about. It's, you love everybody else. You love taking care of everybody else's bodies. But what about yours? Take care of your body. And I really, really love that card. And it's inspirational to me. I read them every day. They're really helpful. But anyway, I think this is a great exercise. Thank you, Angela, for writing this article. Check it out in detail. It's got a lot more information. I think the secret at the end here is, if you need time to do that thing, whatever it is, take it. If you need to talk to a family member about, you need some help in achieving that goal, maybe they can give you some support and help. Reach out for help. And of course, the 60ME community is here too. And we're here to support each other. So you can always leave comments here, and people tend to respond and hold each other tight when it's needed. This is the time to recognize what you need to be careful and to show self-care to you. You're important. So read some TED Talks are great. Brené Brown, Kelly McGonigal, there are some really good TED Talks about self-care. And, go where you need to go to get the support and inspiration. So take good care, everybody. Please do something for yourself today that is displaying that you care for yourself. Give yourself a good hug, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Stay strong and stay safe and well, and stay positive. Take good care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.